Thank you so much, Molly. I think the music here is amazing. It's a very amazing thing. Woo, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Well, thank you all so much for being here. What a glorious morning. It's springtime. It's a new season. I just feel alive, and I'm so happy to share this morning with you. So is everybody ready to be inspired and enlivened and awakened and alive today? Yeah? All right, well, just in case, if I could get the ushers to lock the doors right now, nobody gets out of here uninspired. I'll check you at the door. If you're not inspired, you're coming back into the sanctuary. So you see on the screen here, and you probably all received one of the handouts for today. It says 5 Alive, which is the name of my topic, my talk. And it's got these great things listed like inspiration, love, hope, freedom. Those are nice, aren't they? Well, I'm not talking about those. I couldn't give you the secret recipe before my talk. That'd be like Colonel Sanders releasing the spices for the chicken. So I have 5 principles that I'll be sharing today. And before you leave the sanctuary, if you haven't already received it, I've got the principles that I will be talking about for you to put on your refrigerator like a nutrition label of the 5 spiritual principles that I'll be talking about and sharing with you today. And these are 5 qualities that if you will choose to embody each and every day will really inspire you towards a great and wonderful spirit-led life that each and every one of you are really intended to live. So get a card, and then also I've got the free meditation CDs, so grab those on your way out as well. So, last night at about midnight, I was asking myself, why did I volunteer to do this talk anyway? What was I thinking? And why would I talk about 5 spiritual qualities for living an inspired life? And I was really considering that. And then it occurred to me, there's 3 real important reasons for me personally why I wanted to talk with you today. Number 1 is because sometimes we think that spiritual practice is just about coming to church, or it's just about meditation. And spiritual practice is just these little slivers and these little snippets that we enjoy or we may experience throughout our day. But I want you to know that your life is your spiritual practice. Life is a gift. Your life is a gift. And each and every one of you in this room are a gift to me and to this world. And so a spiritual practice is not something that's segregated or separate from our life. Your spiritual practice is your life. So talking about things to enliven you is very important because your spiritual practice is life. Number 2 is that how we live, how we engage in life is really ultimately a choice. We each have a choice as to how we perceive, how much we can receive. We choose what we believe. So life is a gift, but it's a gift of choice. And it's important that we choose wisely and that we choose according to love. But sometimes it's not easy to make clear choices. And sometimes we get a little bit worn out. Choosing love can feel kind of tough. So the 3rd reason that I felt really guided and I feel passionately about sharing this talk with you is really where I come in. So today I want to fill you so full of 5 qualities. I want to just love you and support you and encourage you and inspire you so much that when you leave here today, choosing love and living life will be effortless. You'll feel supported. You'll feel completely uplifted, knowing that Spirit is with you every step of the way. So life is your spiritual practice. You have a choice, and you are here to receive the support so you can go out and live as love. So I've got these 5 principles, 5 spiritual principles for living. And I wanted to make it super easy for you to remember all 5 in case you don't have the card with you all the time. I wanted these to stick. The 5 principles to really stick with you. So I decided it would be nice to come up with a little, sort of like a catchphrase or a little sound blip something to kind of help each principle stay with you after you leave today. Kind of like an annoying song that gets stuck in your head, except not annoying. I wanted you to have something in your head to leave with. So the first spiritual principle that I want to talk with you about is abundance. Ka-ching! Say it with me, abundance. Ka-ching! So if you've been in Unity more than about 10 minutes or so, you've probably heard the Unity thing about abundance. So tell me if this sounds familiar. We live in an unlimited universe. There's infinite possibilities. There's an unlimited stream of glorious and wonderful good flowing to you all the time and flowing to you now. Anything you want can be yours. Have you guys heard that? Yeah, I'd heard that too. So then I was thinking, well, why do I have credit cards then? Why do I have debt? Why do I feel like I'm out of time? Why do I sometimes feel like I don't have support? Why is there lack? If there's all this abundance, why do we sometimes get stuck in this feeling of lack? So I realized that sometimes we approach abundance in a cart before the horse kind of a way. We're looking at abundance backwards, and maybe sometimes we get it a little bit upside down, maybe kind of wrong. Because abundance, in truth, doesn't have anything to do with stuff. Not at all. Abundance is about the substance. It's about the source. Abundance is about spirit. And spirit is in each and every one of us all the time. Spirit is all. So abundance is really a mindset. It's a mentality. Abundance is a lifestyle choice. It's a way of perceiving, and it's a way of being in and relating to the world. Abundance is something that we choose to take on, that we practice each and every day. Abundance is a surrender to source. It's a choice. Now, sometimes it's a hard choice. Sometimes it's not easy, because maybe you're looking at the bank statement, and it doesn't look like abundance. Or maybe you just got the lab reports from the doctor, and there's an abundance of something, but it's not good health. So sometimes we get so blinded by what's right in front of us that we forget to see the abundance that's all around us. So how do we shift? How do we get from the lack mentality into abundant thinking, into an abundance mindset? Well, I believe there's really 3 steps to doing that. They're very practical. They're very manageable. They're very easy steps that each and every one of us can take each and every day to embody this daily practice of abundance. First of all, and one of the most important steps, is just simply the recognition that there's good out there. And sometimes that can be hard when you're facing a difficult challenge, when something is right there in front of you. It can blind us. But if you'll recognize that even when you don't see it, even if you don't feel it, there's good somewhere out there, that begins the shift into abundance. And it's true. You may not see it, but right now, out in the yard, there's flowers blooming. That's good. Right now, somewhere in the world, a baby's being born, and there's hope, and that's wonderful. Right now, someone is helping their neighbor clean up a yard. Good is happening. Recognize that. Believe that, because it's true. So step 1 is recognizing that there is good out there. Step number 2, after you recognize that good is out there, step 2 is understanding. You got to understand that there might be more to the picture than what you perceive. When you're looking at this, how much are you really perceiving about the world? Peek. Not much. So when we are able to understand that there's more to life, there's more to this concept of abundance, there's more to success, there's more to health, there's more to prosperity, there is so much more to us than what we sometimes perceive. When we understand that, that opens up possibility. It really does. When you're able to set aside that limited thinking, to shift your understanding, and then to accept that there's more than what you perceive, you've created room for spirit in your life, and you've allowed for miracles. You've made that space for miracles to unfold. So step number 1 is to recognize that there's good happening. Step number 2 is to understand that there's more than what you perceive. And then step number 3 is the hardest, but it's critical in abundance. Step number 3 is the willingness to let go of what you think you perceive so that Spirit can take the lead. And that's hard because sometimes what we perceive feels so real. It's so tangible. You hurt. You don't feel support. You're struggling, and that feels real. But if you are willing, just a little, if you're willing to surrender, if you're willing to let go of the control, if you're willing to perceive slightly differently, to open up, to receive encouragement, to receive support, to receive a measure of comfort from Spirit, then you will start to feel abundance. You will start to claim your life again, and you'll start to experience love. So first, you recognize there's good. Second, you understand there's more to abundance than what you might perceive. And third, you willingly release what you think you perceive so that Spirit can move in a wondrous and miraculous fashion to uncover abundance for you so that you can receive freely. And sometimes it is difficult, but if you can just let go, then abundance truly and surely will flow. So principle number 1 of 5 is abundance. Ka-ching! Principle number 2 in living life for 5 Alive is inspiration. Bing! That's the light bulb. So inspiration is really the experiencing of Spirit. Inspiration is seeing what Spirit sees. It's feeling what Spirit feels. It's knowing what Spirit knows. It's a deepening and a heightening of that connection that we have with the living Spirit of love that is vibrant and always a part of each one of us. So inspiration is claiming that Spirit and experiencing that source that is within you. And it's in each and every one of you. Inspiration allows us to touch that and to feel that and to know that, if only for a moment in time. Inspiration is something that I encourage you and I think is so vital to experience each and every day, because each and every day we are connected and we are a part of Source, a part of Spirit, and a part of God. Now, the interesting thing about inspiration, and what I wanted to share with you about it, is that inspiration is a really highly individualized experience. What inspires me may be completely different from what inspires you. And I learned this in a very tangible way, a very real way. When I was in college, I went through a phase where I was kind of hitting a rough spot. And one afternoon, just really unexpectedly and out of the blue, my dad called me. And he said, "Would you like to go see a movie with me? I'll let you pick." And he'd never done that. And so I was actually quite touched. And I said, "Well, sure, let's go see a movie." So at the time, there was a movie that was out that was really receiving rave reviews. And I was truly interested in seeing it. It's called Babe. Have any of you ever seen that movie? So your homework is, if you haven't seen Babe, you have to watch it after today. And if you have seen it, I want you to watch it again. So Babe is this movie about a farmer, and he wins a pig at a county fair. And the intention, of course, is that the pig will end up as his dinner at some point. That's not inspiring. Wait, I'll tell you what's inspiring. I don't know, maybe bacon is inspiring. If you're my husband, it sure is. But that's something different. Okay, so the farmer sort of develops this kinship with this little piggy. And the little piggy discovers that the pig has an unusual aptitude and kind of an odd talent for herding sheep. And I resonated with that because I have unusual aptitudes and kind of odd talents, I guess. So I related to that. But the farmer accepted this little pig and recognized that this wasn't just an animal, but that this was a wonderful creature who had a gift to share. And so the farmer enrolled the pig in a contest, a sheep herding contest, and the pig won. It was great. And I was crying. I was so inspired. And I looked over at my dad because I just was so happy. And he's going like this. And I was like, Dad, this is spirit. Wake up. It didn't inspire him at all. So inspiration really is a very personal and highly unique experience, but yet we all need it. It's part of being alive. So what I have and what I use and what I've created and what I wanted to share with each of you today is a prayer. It's a prayer that you can say as an individual that will invite Spirit to connect in Spirit's way to you, so that you can feel inspired each and every day. It's a very simple prayer. It's really more of an intention, but I've been practicing this for years and years and years. Because as I said, I've gone through phases in my life where everything was gray, and I didn't know if there was light, and things just felt very blah. But I've been using this each and every day for many years, and it works. It works every time, and every day I experience something that inspires me as I connect with that source of spirit within. So the intention or the prayer for inspiration is this. Say, Dear Spirit, open my eyes so that I may see your hand at work. That's easy. Open my eyes so I can see your hand at work. And then sometimes I see flowers. Sometimes I see my children laughing. Sometimes I'll see a sunset that inspires me. Sometimes I just see peace in the faces of people sitting in this auditorium here with me. So open my eyes so that I can see Spirit at work. And then I ask Spirit, allow me to hear the voice for love. Allow me to hear your voice. Sometimes Spirit's voice sounds like laughter. Sometimes Spirit may sound like a song the radio. Lately, Spirit has sounded like the birds that have been so alive and awakened in the mornings when I get up. So allow me to hear the voice for love. Let me see and allow me to hear. And then the last part of my intention or my prayer every morning for inspiration is let me feel the touch of angels and let me feel the presence of Spirit at work. Because when I feel that connection, then I share it. When I feel the presence of angels, I want to reach out and share those angels. When I feel Spirit, I want to give so that everyone can experience that Spirit too. So let me feel that. Let me feel Spirit at work. So inspiration is let me see, let me hear, and let me feel that source of Spirit within so that I can do Spirit's work. So 5 alive. Number 1 is abundance. Ka-ching! Number 2 is inspiration. Bing! Number 3 is balance. Balance. Now, balance is one I didn't want to talk about because balance can be a little bit tricky. And I'll tell you, I struggled with balance a lot. About 15 or 16 years ago, when I was making my transition from my nursing job into my spiritual counseling, I was struggling a lot, and I was way out of balance. And I knew that, So I reached out. And I went to a person, an energy worker, who was doing different massage and healing techniques. And as I said, I was in a bad way. I was kind of a train wreck at that time. And then so, of course, I didn't know what to do, so I reached out for help. And so I got ready and I laid down. I was trying my hardest to relax, but no matter how hard I tried to relax, I would only get more tense. And if I tried to get balanced, I would only get out of balance. So she put her hands down on me and she goes, "Oh my gosh, you need to get in balance." So that's kind of why I'm here. And she says, "Well, to get in balance, you just get in balance. Okay, how? I felt like balance was a little bit like rearranging furniture in a burning room. If I tried to work more, then I felt bad and I would need to relax more. And so I was trying to sort all these pieces in my life in order to achieve balance. And then suddenly, thankfully, I had a light bulb moment. I realized that balance is not the cause. Balance is an effect. Balance is a result. Alignment is the cause. When you put spirit first, you will naturally be in your personal state of balance. I think Jesus really gave us the 3 best words on attaining balance when he said, "Seek ye first." If you want to find balance in your life, seek ye first. Find love first. Choose love first. Practice spirit always. Be love in your life. Spirit first. Because when you're making love a priority, when you're putting unconditional self-acceptance and genuine self-love, when you're putting the spirit of who you are, the truth of who you are at the center of what you do, you will gravitate naturally and effortlessly towards the things that are good for you. Be it diet or exercise or the number of hours you work, whatever it is you do, if you're coming from love, you're going to choose what's good for you. If you're coming from your head, you're going to be shuffling things around. I'm going to make this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to da-da-da-da. When you come from your heart, you'll be balanced because you'll be living as love. Seek ye first, and then you'll experience balance. So I say, when you make spirit a priority, when you get aligned, balance is what you'll find. So quit trying to balance and start centering in love. Balance. So we've got abundance. Ka-ching! We've got inspiration. Bing! We've got balance. So the 4th spiritual principle and the 4th quality that I want to share with you in your daily practice of life is one of my favorite. It's creativity. Whee! Creativity. So what is creativity? Creativity is the daily expression of spirit through you. You are creativity. Not you do creativity, not you can have creativity. You are creativity. You are God's creation. Your creativity. Creativity is spirit moving through you. Creativity is heaven molded and shaped on earth with you as the tool. Your spirit's inspiration, your spirit's hands and feet in this world. So creativity is you. And sometimes we limit our creativity because we think that creativity is just about the fine arts. It's just about making something or singing a song or doing a dance. But it's not. It's more than that. One of the best definitions that I've ever heard for creativity actually came from my mom. And I want to share with you what she told me. You see, when I was in 7th grade, I wanted to learn how to draw better. I wanted to improve my drawing skills. And so I had an art class. And one of our first projects in the art class was that we had to do a free drawing. So the teacher gave us a blank piece of paper, and we had 3 hours that we took on in 1-hour increments where we just had to create something. So at first, when I sat down on the blank paper, I was intimidated because I didn't know what to draw. So then I just started kind of drawing these little things, and I started making these kind of little doodles, and then I started making what I called Atom Town. It was like little molecules and cute little protons and neutrons. I don't know, but it was really fun, and I loved drawing it. I came home, I told my mom, oh, I made this drawing, and I love it. I get to work on it again. And then I drew it out and fleshed it out more the next time, and it was really fun. I enjoyed it. I came home and I shared it with her. And then I went the 3rd time and finished it up. I turned it in. I went home. I did it, Mom. I'm so happy. I finished my first project. The next week, I got it back. And the teacher gave me no points. I got nothing on it. Because she said it was just a bunch of scribbles. It looked like just a bunch of senseless doodling. And it lacked creativity. I tore it up. I ripped it up. I went home and I cried and I cried and I cried. And I said, Mom, it was horrible. I'm not creative. I don't want to draw. And I quit. But she said to me, and she told me, she said, honey, you draw with your hands. You make things with your hands. You create with your heart. What you create isn't about how it looks. It's about how you feel when you're creating what it is that you're creating. I sort of felt better, but, kind of not, because I was pretty hurt. But I kept that definition with me. Do you make it with your hands, or do you create it with your heart? So my mom wasn't really necessarily a super crafty person, but when she was diagnosed with her cancer, she decided she wanted to learn how to quilt, because she knew she wouldn't see her grandchildren and wouldn't even see my brother graduate from high school. So she started. And I brought it today because when I was pregnant, you see, I'd forgotten about it, but when I was pregnant, I found this. And I really don't know where it came from, except I found it in one of my hope chests. And it was the quilt that she started, or the little, and she didn't finish it because she was too weak, and she got sick. And then she went to her spirit. And when I first found it, I thought, I need to finish that. I need to tie up these rough edges. It doesn't look done. But then I realized, this is her creation. This is what she wanted. This is hers. It's perfect. It's creative because it came from her heart. So this is in my office at home. It's in my angel room. If you ever come see me, you'll see it. But I leave it on my chair. It sits right next to me because it's creativity, and it reminds me, I don't need to make things. I create with my heart. So creativity. So we've got abundance. Ka-ching! We've got inspiration. Bing! We've got balance. We've got creativity. Whee! And the fifth principle for inspired daily living. Oh yes, you know it's coming. The fifth principle every single day that I want you to take in is love. 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 So, I know it's hard. I know it's hard because life is unfair sometimes. And there's death, and there's disease, and there's disparity, and there's separation, and there's segregation, and there's struggle, and there's lack. There is. And I'm not telling you to put your head in the sand, la, 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 everything's great, everything's love. I'm not saying that. But I am saying what's true. And that is that love is the force that connects each and every one of us. Love is the tie that binds us. Love is unchangeable. Love is immutable. Love is unfailing. Love is a spirit that is bigger than you, but it's in you, and it's a part of you, and it's more grand than you can imagine, but it's working through you all the time. Love is who you are. Love is your truth. And I want you to know that love doesn't give you the ability to make sense of the world, because sometimes the world's not going to make sense. But love is the source that helps you find the good sense to choose love and to let go of the frustrations in the world. Love gives you the good sense to remember spirit first. Inspiration, your creativity, that comes from love. Now, I know that love has to have action to it too. I know that love is an action. It's a force, but we're people and we need stuff to do, right? You got to do love in your life. So I sort of embodied all these principles that I spoke to you about, these 5 qualities. I sort of embodied them into a poem that I wrote for you. I didn't want anybody to leave here with a shortage of ideas as to how you can be love or live love in your life. So I wrote this poem for you. And it's called 99 Ways. 99 people, you've got a lot of ways here. It's 99 ways to live as love. So I'm going to read to you these 99 ways to live as love. And maybe 1 or 2 of them might stick. So it's 99 ways to live as love. You can water a plant, plant a tree, smile real wide, laugh with glee, clean your yard, pet the dog, hug a friend, or start a gratitude log. 99 days to live as love. Let the light shine from above. Live it, love it, yes, it's true. You are love and love loves you. Read to a child, recycle the paper, hold open the door, wave to a neighbor. Pick up trash, keep the earth clean. Go organic, eat your greens. Share a hug, blow a kiss, write a letter to the one you miss. Reach the past, dive right in, listen well, be a friend. 99 ways to live is love. Let the light shine from above. Live it, love it, yes it's true. You are love and love loves you. Speak your truth, say a prayer, let your soul shine everywhere. Take the call, chaperone kids going to the mall. Lend a hand, bless your house, donate that unused scarf and blouse. Write the book, ride your bike, tell your fears to take a hike. Quilt, sew, learn to play the blues, call your mom, text your dad, hug a friend who's feeling sad. Find the good, work for peace, send a card to your nephew or niece. Take the class, learn to dance, drop the couldn't, shouldn'ts, wouldn'ts, and can'ts. 99 ways to live is love. Let the light shine from above. Live it, love it, yes it's true. You are love and love loves you. Throw some seeds out for the birds. Subscribe to Unity's daily word. Light a candle, make a space in your heart for ease and grace. Bless your fish, bless your food. Choose to be in a good mood. Give great thanks, always use please. Say excuse me if you sneeze. Propose a toast, break some bread. Listen to the voices in your head. 99 ways to live is love. Let the light shine from above. Live it, love it, yes it's true. You are love and love loves you. Pay it forward, give a lot. Give this moment all you got. Study, read, expand your mind. Practice patience all the time. Speak softly, give good cheer. Pray for those both far and near. Write the song, live the dream. Enjoy a dish of sweet ice cream. Meditate, vision and see. Let intuition guide you beautifully. Laugh if you're happy, cry if you're sad. Feel your feelings, find your glad. Heal and reveal the light in you. Find your bliss and live your truth. Breathe and conceive and achieve and receive all that you want and more. 99 ways to live is love. Let the light shine from above. Live it, love it, yes it's true. You are love and love loves you. I did a rap. I will put that poem on my website. I'm going to send it so it'll be on the Unity website. I'll post the poem on the Facebook page for Unity too, so you guys can have 99 ways to live as love. But those are the 5 spiritual qualities. Abundance, ka-ching, inspiration, bing, balance, creativity, whee, love. You've got your 5 qualities. Are you inspired?
Yeah.
Are you satisfied?
Yeah.
Are you filled?
Yeah.
Are you feeling the love?
Yeah.
Amen. Thank you for being here.